Well, hello, hello, hello. It's Rebecca Happy here with Ottawa BuzzTV, and I hope you liked the last segment with Jane Blumenthal as she talked about business strategies and life directions. And today we're going to be speaking with Ottawa's hugging entrepreneur, Penny Lee Prevost, who's what would you call a sequential entrepreneur, and she's also a founding member of the GradUit Network, and she's going to join us today, tell us a little bit about her journey, and then tell us what the GradUit Network does to build community and build business. Welcome, Penny.
Thank you, Rebecca. Very happy to be here and really appreciate the fact that you invited me here today.
Well, after I heard your story in Mo Mondays, I thought, wow, this is a powerful woman, and I wanted to have you on the show.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So if you wanted, it would really be great if you could just kind of give like maybe a shortened version of the talk that you gave on Monday about your journey of finding a hole in your heart to deciding to living your life full on every day of your life into being this entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur today in the city.
Sure. It's interesting because it was something that I never expected that would happen to me. My mom had a hole in her heart when she was growing up, and so I kind of avoided any time that I felt any idea that I think it would be relative to me as far as my heart condition. I decided that I would avoid as much as possible any signs of heart condition, and ended up stepping on a sewing needle that was lodged in the carpet and landed in the hospital to have it removed. And next thing I knew, I found out I had a hole in my heart just like my mom had, and I was going to have surgery, which led me down this crazy path of living life to the fullest, and ended up coming out of surgery successful. Thank goodness. I was only 14 at the time, and ended up at my aunt's place in a little tiny place called Moose Creek. In order for me to have, peace and quiet, and not be surrounded by any of my rambunctious friends, if you will, and sure enough, landed on the bleachers of a baseball tournament, a men's basketball tournament, where this gentleman caught my eye, this young man, and was so handsome, and I wanted to connect with him. And anyways, 3 months later, finally, he got up the nerve to talk to me, and we connected, and we ended up dating for 6 years, and we're married. And it's really me being part of that family that nurtured my belief about living every day as if it's your last day, and appreciating everything that you have, and living in a positive mindset, and the faith and belief that everything happens for a reason and everything always works out for the best. So that's a quick summary of what I talked about at Mo Mondays. And I've been married to the same man for 27 years, who's been a great supporter of everything I've done and all of my entrepreneurial experiences, and trying different things, and just being the best I could be in every area.
Yeah, and so you've developed a whole bunch of facilitation and coaching skills, and what was it, 2 years ago you found this, you connected or reconnected with a friend who had founded this network called the GradUit Network, and
Exactly.
tell us a little bit about like why that kind of excited you and why you decided to bring it into Ottawa.
Okay, so I've been living on this path of positive mindset and giving mindset of pay it forward for a long time, and it was instilled in me through a friend that I had met 15 years ago, learning some of the success strategies that made me successful in business could also be applied to my personal life and to help individuals. And I kept thinking, if I could just teach the general public these success strategies, whether it's applied to business or to personal, that's what's really exciting. And the fact is that if young people had the opportunity to learn these strategies when they're coming out of high school, their journey in life and their careers will be much more rewarding and successful if they have these tools and strategies, but these are not things that are taught in our school system. So for me, it just fires me up to know that what we're able to teach entrepreneurs who are applying these success strategies and being observed by our next generation, it will empower them to take on entrepreneurship and be the best they can be in whatever career choice that's in their heart that they follow with passion. And teaching that to today's entrepreneurs is really where I have the opportunity to watch people spread their wings and fly and just come out of their comfort zone and do things together in a collaborative effort that really make a big difference in our community and in our society. And I know that the young people are observing and watching because I've seen it in my own home.
So what exactly is the GradUit network? Like, how does somebody get involved, and why would they want to get involved, and what kind of person gets involved?
Thank you. It's actually a community of individuals. These are amazing individuals that use the success strategies and tools for personal and professional results. So when I say that, they have the opportunity to work together on a monthly basis. We gather, we spend 3 hours working on our strategy. So it's targeted towards entrepreneurs, number one. It is targeted to specific entrepreneurs, people who are very positive-minded individuals, people who like to give, so pay it forward type people who like to help, and it's help from life experiences, so all areas of life. And then purpose-driven, so somebody who's really got a plan or a vision of something that they want to accomplish, but they have an idea, but they don't know how to get it into action necessarily. And through the GradUit, we have the opportunity to lay on the table ideas that we'd like to bring to life, and all the participants in the GradUit are able to put their personal ideas and suggestions forward that we can review and evaluate to then implement if we choose, and know that we've got this cheering squad behind us that's going to support us 100% of the way. So I think the biggest thing with the GradUit is that the people who are part of the GradUit are make it happen people. They're go-getters. They're people that surround themselves or know that it's important to surround themselves with like-minded individuals because, as they say, you know, you are the sum of the 5 people that you associate with most. So you want to associate with people who are going to lift you up and help move you forward in order to reach the success peaks that you are after, right? So that's primarily who our graduates are. We spend 3 hours monthly in basically a mastermind setting where we help each other with different challenges, and that's why GradUit is spelled the way it is. So it's spelled G-R-A-D, capital U-I-T, because you are bigger than it, whatever that challenge may be. And as entrepreneurs, we come into many different challenges that we have to overcome, and knowing that you don't have to do it alone is a real blessing.
And this is a Canadian-based company, 100%?
Yep, 100% Canadian. My business partner and my friend and mentor is Melanie Hayden-Sparks, and she's out in the west of the country, and I'm here in the east, and we've got a partnership going on where we brainstorm ideas on how we can continue to grow and expand the network, and all of the members actually have a voice.
And you were telling me that, so right now you're focused on building the entrepreneurship community here in the city, but you also have an arm that you're developing to help the next generation. Can you give us a little bit of an idea of what you're doing with that?
Yeah. So the Teen GradUit is something that's in development. We're looking to the entrepreneurs of today who are part of the GradUit to help mentor and build the teen chapter. So we're going to give the teens the opportunity to have sponsorship into the GradUit network so they too can begin practicing and implementing these success tools and strategies that we use within the GradUit network as entrepreneurs. So that's basically what we're working towards, our objective obviously is to build the network across North America in order to fund those sponsorships for the next generation. So one step at a time. And I'm looking to open chapters in other parts of the country as well. Ideally, it'd be great to have somebody in Montreal, because that's not too far for me to help develop that area. Same with, I was looking at Toronto and Sudbury would be great locations to open other chapters here in the east of the country. And out in the west end, we're looking at Vancouver and Calgary. We're looking for a chapter coordinator there, as well as someplace in Winnipeg area.
So when people come to join a membership, there's a whole process you kind of covered over when I spoke with you the other day. There's a process, and then there's a bunch of tools that people have access or use of. Can you just sort of describe what that is, and how does somebody, decide that maybe they want to take a look at becoming a member of the GradUit Network?
Yeah. So it's really not a complicated process. Basically, people in our network reach out to individuals who they feel are success-minded like themselves and have the same beliefs of positive, pay-it-forward, and purpose-driven. And then I'm introduced to them. I spend some time in a telephone conversation to determine what their spirit of intent is, what they have to offer coming into the network, and how they can help us build the community and make a difference in the community, because we do community events together as entrepreneurs. Then what I do is I send them an email in order for them to access the blog talk radio shows that we have available through the GradUit Network website, and I ask them to listen to the welcome, because that's basically our founder, Melanie, who really shares the clear message on who we are and what we're looking for as a fit to be part of the GradUit. Once that's completed, then I invite them to come to the GradUit Network monthly meeting, which is the second Thursday of every month. We do that across Canada. So my chapter meeting and the one out in Calgary is the same day, so that we can get the synergy happening about the results afterwards. And what we do is we give them an opportunity to come and observe at the meeting. And so we really spend our time brainstorming, masterminding, working on our challenges that we're facing this particular month. And so it's really important that they're there to simply observe and connect with the members, so that the members have an opportunity to get to know them a little bit. And then at the end of the meeting, they decide if that member is a good fit synergistically for the whole group. So I like to say to people, we are an elite group of professionals that are working together, and we need to make sure that that person is a great fit for the whole group as well. So that's basically the process in which people have to join the network. And if they would like to have the opportunity to talk to me and possibly join, then it's simply a matter of sending a message through our website, so that we can connect with them wherever they are in the area, either in Ottawa or Montreal, whatever. It doesn't matter where they are. I'll still connect with them by phone, because they could always participate in our chapter meeting to get an idea of what it feels like, so that we can then find people to build the chapter in their own city.
So just a little bit of clarification, some people might get you confused with a networking group, especially since you have the word network in your title.
Yeah.
Can you just sort of define the difference aside, like what I heard you saying was that it's an opportunity to mastermind with an elite group of success-focused entrepreneurs that want to work collaboratively together with an arm at the future, and also building community, and that you as an organization also have some PR tools like your blog, talk radio, and a few other things maybe at the service to promote any events that the entrepreneurs might be putting off in the city. Is that correct?
That's right. And you're right. Just because we have the name network attached to GradUit, network simply means it's a spider web of connections. That's all it is. And people think of network as being a group of people where you can go and collect leads. That's not at all what we do. Yes, we provide connections and leads. However, it's not the intent. That's not the spirit of intent. The intent to be part of the GradUit is for you to bring to the table to other entrepreneurs some of your experiences that you can help them to not have to make the same mistakes, basically. As a mastermind, we really are very tight. So we spend 3 hours working on our success plan. So we help you create in 90 days, your first 90 days. I walk you through, along with my champion, Liz, we walk you through how to create a business strategy. And from there, then we execute that strategy on a monthly basis. And when you come to the meeting, we review what you've accomplished and what you need to continue to work on and keep you in line with your overall yearly business strategy, which I know many entrepreneurs don't do an annual strategy, which is a big missing component in their success factor. So that's a big part of what we do. We also have other tools, as you mentioned. We've got the Blog Talk radio show, and that is to feature our members. And we also do a monthly newsletter, a national newsletter, where we feature our members. And just recently, we decided to have a social gathering where we'll feature our member of that month in a social setting. So yes, it's like networking, but it's not all about business. We want people who are not in business to also come out and socialize, because they have value just as much as an entrepreneur does. They have connections, they have experiences that they can help individual business owners with as well.
Wow, it sounds like you got a pretty full schedule in developing this here in the city. It sounds fun too. And I want to thank you for sharing all of that with us today. So in order to get in touch with you to find out some more, we go to your website, graduatenetwork.com, and there's a contact page on where people would be able to connect directly with you, Penny Lee?
Yes.
Okay. And so I'd just like to thank you once again, and I'm going to say goodbye for today. And I hope people are open to maybe calling you up.
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you so much, Rebecca. I really appreciate you inviting me to come on your show.
So this is Rebecca Happy signing off for Ottawa BuzzTV. And see you next time. Oh my God.